I started dancing when I was 4 or 5 in the southern Turkey, and I practiced ballet for like 2 years. Towards the third year of my school, we were sent to a private school through getting a scholarship for dance. It was very unusual in the context, actually. And in this private school, I also continued with modern dance and salsa. I had to quit in the middle school, and I think it wasn't a good moment because I really love dancing, and even I think as a child I knew it, and I knew it was what I love. And I think since I had to quit, I wanted to always go back somehow. So when I went to the university, I went to Ankara from Adana, which is where I came from. I went to this university called Hacettepe University, and they have a lot of dance clubs. So I went to salsa, modern dance, and then tango. In 2 years, I moved to an actual studio in Ankara, which is focused on tango. And then the COVID happened, I think for most of the people and the dancers as well, where we lost the connection because it's a partnered dance. So I really missed that. But it was very heteronormative, I would say. And I realized it when I came to Geneva, and I found here the Queer Tango Geneva. So I started learning the leading. It's a very nice, friendly tango community. So for tango, it actually came from the black communities of Argentina. And back in the day, of course, it wasn't a representation of black communities. It was during the slavery and during the time of colonialism. So we know that it's actually coming from the black roots. In time, it evolved. It was first danced in the suburbs of Argentina by the low class, very poor people were dancing it, and men were practicing together because it was kind of used as a tool to socialize and also to find a partner. And the first pictures of tango actually are pictures of men dancing together, so we know that it's actually coming from a very queer place. It also moved to Europe around the beginning of 1900s, and then it kind of evolved from the suburb folkloric culture to the salon, as we call tango salon culture and dance, and it became more elitist. The suburb culture, I think, in time it kind of like disappeared, but it's still in Argentina. I'm sure you can still find this feeling. And in Turkey, as far as I heard from my teachers in Ankara, because they are one of the oldest teachers, during the 1980s, it also started kind of in the universities. I think there's a big university culture. It's been very popularized, and it's a very big community in Turkey. In Ankara, I really love Ankara. I can't call Ankara my home, although it's not actually my home. And I love learning there. It's very professional, it's very technical and very musical at the same time. Coming to Geneva itself was a good thing happening for my life. And coming here, I instantly started searching for a tango space because that's what I do wherever I go now. And I somehow learned from the other students that Queer Tango Geneva exists here. I found them much more friendlier space than I thought, and I think it really changed my perspective to tango, to dance, and the community as well. The environment is like very comforting, and it's very assuring, and it's telling you, hey, it's okay, you don't have to be perfect here. And like there's this idea of perfection in certain forms of dance. You wouldn't think maybe in like social dance like tango, but I think in deep down there is. Like here, I think I found that enjoyment much more freely, and like I didn't need to be perfect. I just needed to learn and engage, and also I can be better. I can learn very good, but there is no anxiety behind it. There is definitely that aspect that it used to be something coming from the people, and I think that still is there, but now it's more internationalized. Also on the political side, I think what I know the most, because I practice this, is the queer side of this. Since I started dancing as a leader, I used to think as well that leading would, I don't know, require something else that maybe I wouldn't have, which is just right now doesn't make any sense for sure. But I know that dancing a role or the dancing in general doesn't have anything to do with the gender. So I think here in Geneva, by having this community, when we dance open like both rows, we show that, hey, this is not about your gender. You can also do this. And there's a certain understanding of like, oh, leading is so hard, you can't do this. It's not. It's just you need to practice like you do in following. We wanted to have a space that other dancers who are traditionally dancing one role come to this milonga with an open mind and see, hey, you can also try this. You have the space now. You're not going to be marginalized. You're not going to be judged. So just come here and then dance as you want. In general, what drawn me to dance itself is, I think everyone has this space or thing that when they love, when they're really into it, they forget everything else. And that's what I kind of struggle with in general. Dance is giving me that meditative feeling. For tango is my love. Basically, it's my love. I love it because it's a partner dance and it's two people becoming one. That's what we say. You become one, and for me, nothing else. We become a circle through the embrace, and things outside of that embrace during the dance does not matter for me. And that's the unique time and space that I just be, and that I really, really enjoyed that, and the connection that you have with the other person. And without knowing each other, most of the time, we just come together and then find a space together and then just hug.